Hello, y'all. This is KW0415. We are continuing our Let's Play Paradise Killer series. But I try not to speak too fast. So we are going to talk to our good friend Lydia Day Break one more time. I think this is the final time we can hang out with her, and then we will get maxed out. And maybe that will give us some more information. And if not, okay, no big deal. How are things with you and Sam? Same as it ever was. That's a good thing, by the way. We're happy together. Glad to hear it. You two always were the perfect couple. Why'd you ask? Not many people experience a relationship with the burden of immortality. You have to be thoughtful and considerate. The most important thing is being relaxed. Eternity is a long time. Statistically, you're both going to make mistakes and hurt each other. That can't be helped. On the other hand, you have forever to patch it up and make it right. What about you? You looking to get back into the dating game? It's hard when the dating pool is so small. Do a doom jazz and get some citizen hookups going on. Fresh crop on the island. Next island. Speaking of which, you could always swing by DJ's yacht again. That was a long time ago. This is a fresh start. Just feels weird. Everyone lived a life, but I've been trapped in a moment. Lot to think about. I get you, LD. You'll get there. Solve this thing and start a new paradise. This has been fun. I'll drop you at the beach. Sure.
Come on, LD.
LD, I have something I think we should discuss. Do you have something you want to tell the investigator?
The island feels bad.
We're tight, right, LD? I can tell you something,
Got
right?
it.
Everything is on the record, but I'll use some discretion. Me and Sammy didn't kill the council,
Come on, LD.
but we aren't happy. We want out. The council wouldn't let us leave, though.
That's
What do you mean?
strange.
Me and Sammy are done with this life. These small islands, immortality, waking to
Come on,
gods.
LD.
I want to travel the world, the real world. Sammy wants to make whiskey with any ingredient, not just what dead Nebula grows.
What the hell are you
But Montserrat and the
talking
council said no. Once you're in the syndicate, you're in the
It's
syndicate.
complicated.
I'm telling you because other people know and they'll spread the secret. But killing them wouldn't help us. The next leader wouldn't let us get out either.
Don't test me.
Still sounds like a motive, Lydia. And we don't have any case files. I'm sorry. No, okay, whatever. Goodbye. May your spectre spawn star and may you reach the moon. Yes, absolutely. So I'm going to fast travel back up to the architect, Carmelina, and I'm going to hang out with her and see if that will get a little more information out of her about Witness to the End. Celebratory Gardens, please. Thank you. Alright, so back up to the architect. Who's up this way? You know, strangely, I thought that was a chef's hat from a distance. That would have been interesting for the leader Montserrat to be wearing. So, Carmelina. Wonder if I could... And I could stop by Doom Jazz again as well. He's not that far from here.
Halt! What do you want, freak?
Same as
I
last
have a
time.
bad feeling about
We have to go through
this.
this every time. Just take me to see Carmelina, please.
Architect Carmelina Silence.
Hello, Carmelina. Can I ask you something, Architect? What is the point of all these questions, Investigator? I'm just trying to get to know you, Architect. The Syndicate has changed in my time away. How does getting to know me relate to the case? All it seems to be doing is delaying you from executing Henry. What do you do as the Architect? I craft and enable dreams. Each island needs to be thoroughly designed. I plan every square inch. It takes centuries. The islands are given form by the Council's psychic will. I transmute that psychic will into physical form. Can anyone be an architect? No one has shown any ability outside of the Silence family. The gift was part of the Silent Goat's blessing when the Syndicate was formed. We needed somewhere to live outside of the real world. How do you transmute the Council's will? I have never been able to describe it. It is just a feeling. When they meditate and envision the island, I am able to open psychic pathways to a new reality and let the island take shape.
I'm glad to be back.
The Syndicate would be lost without you. I live to serve.
I beg your pardon.
Investigator, can we discuss something of a delicate nature? Do you have something you want to tell me? Something concerns me about Witness. Some of us become more complicated as our lives go on, others do not. I can see it behind his mask. He can't hide everything. Witness believes in the gods completely. He believes in our sacred mission. He remembers how the Syndicate used to be, an exciting time of unreserved worship and adulation to our holy masters. He believes we have lost our way. Witness had grown infuriated with Montserrat. They were like baying dogs in Syndicate meetings. Witness voted against every one of Montserrat's proposals.
Sure.
Is there anything else? When a man becomes complicated, he often withdraws. But this is no different. He needed time with his thoughts. His sanctuary was his apartment. It became rare to see him. I have wondered what he does up there. Is this privacy more than usual? We would almost never see him. He would only leave his apartment to attend Syndicate meetings, and only then it was to scream religious proclamations at us. That was one of the reasons I went to see him last night. I was worried. I needed to know he was fine at the final end of an island. Thank you for your candor, Architect. Why did you go to Henry's exorcism? I have an acute interest in preventing islands from succumbing to demonic corruption. It is rare to be able to see the effects of possession firsthand. Well, that was helpful. May the silent goat walk with you, and may you reach the moon. I feel like we're just going to be going around in circles if we keep questioning. But I'm going to, at least for this episode, I'm going to keep questioning. There's just too much here right now that is basically saying I need to take it to trial. So I'm going to go and visit Doom Jazz, and I'm going to see if there's any more information I can get from him. Because we do have that blood vial that may have been stolen. So let's go ahead and see if that is actually a possibility. And I think we can hang out with him one more time, right? We'll know in a second. Yep. Got a sec, Doc? Wonderful to see you again. You're the only one that doesn't call me the investigation freak. It's not nice to call people names, is it? That name was given to you derogatorily. You may have lived up to it, but you should be careful of the labels you let stick to you. Sometimes you need to make the best of it. Sometimes you need pointing in the right direction.
Indeed.
I love a positive outlook. Don't let the others get to you. You know the Syndicate's self-serving and jealous, just like the gods.
Wonderful.
Glad you're rising above it. You always go for the real talk nowadays? Got something else you want to talk about? I don't know. Things just feel pretty heavy around here. A mass murderer tends to do that. Drags everyone down. Kills the vibe. No one's very posy right anymore.
I see.
I just want to get to perfect 25 and start again. I'm doing my best, Doc.
Fabulous.
You always do. That's why you were called down. You're forgiving and forgetting my past? Whatever. We all make mistakes. Never been the type to bind people to their history. People change. I'm impressed, Doc. You didn't proposition me this time.
Wonderful.
I assume you're going to stop by again at some point before this is all over. We'll see. And nothing for case files. Bummer. May the cosmos be a mystery, and may you reach the moon. Bummer. I was hoping maybe I could get some more information on him, which means I need to go see Sammy. Sammy is definitely my next stop. I need to try and see if I can get anything else out of him. Because we've maxed out Lydia. And I think we maxed out Crimson. Although, going back to Crimson Acid might be worth an effort. Before we go see Sammy Boy. Alright, so, let's do Crimson first, and then we'll go try and get to Sammy. So, yeah, this, investigation takes quite some time. And then, you know, there are probably still other secrets that I'm not seeing right now, which I could probably meditate on. Because I do have that ability right now. But I'm going to go ahead and just see if Crimson has anything else. And see if we've maxed the hangout. If not, we will max the hangout and see what happens.
Crimson Acid.
Because I don't recall off the top of my head. Got time for a chat, Crimson? Why is no one else Why is no one else blessed? Gods work in mysterious ways, depends on who catches their eye. What do you really want to talk about? You're not here to shoot the breeze about divine blessings. I can see it in your eyes. Can I ask you about Isaiah? I was wondering when we'd get to the ex-husband topic. What do you want to know?
The
What's he doing
investigator
now?
is here.
He's still responsible for the citizen management. Abduction, reconditioning, distribution. Did he ever forgive me? I think so. Took him a while.
Secrets breed
He trusted you
mysteries.
implicitly, you know that. Your deception by damned harmony upended his world.
Secrets are
Not just your
dangerous.
crime, but the faith he'd put in you. We all believed in the great Lady Lovedice, the investigation freak at the Syndicate. No one believed in you as much as Isaiah did. The shock of the damned harmony incident was realizing that if you can be deceived by a god, any of us can. No one was more surprised than me. I thought I was untouchable. I can believe
Thank
it.
you.
To answer your question, he did forgive you. All of the old drinking gang did. You need to know, though, that he's with Madame Complex.
Sorry.
I wasn't planning on chasing after him. I destroyed his life once already. He's on the next island, one of Lydia's first pickups last night. Not a lot for the citizen manager to do once the slaughter is completed.
Sorry.
I'm glad he's not a suspect. Time to move on, lady. Understood.
What do you mean?
Lady, I have something to tell you.
The investigator
Do you have
is
something you want to
here.
tell the investigator?
Who knows?
I told you about the key from KHX. I didn't tell you another part of the story. I've been worried about what's going on, but you need to know. I seduced KHX for my own interest, but someone else asked me to do it as well. Who? Witness.
Got it.
Why? He wanted the key. I don't know why, but he asked for it. He wanted it modified for remote access. A dongle could be placed in a control panel and then used to remote access it. It needed a line of sight, though. That amount of data could easily drop packets if the signal was blocked.
Crime is repulsive.
Did you give it to him?
What?
Yes. Why? He promised to help
Sure.
me. With
Thank
what?
you.
He said he had a plan for the next island that would allow me to keep my freedom and allow me to return to active
Don't
service.
test me.
Your
Crimson?
truth
I
is
know, I
wrong.
didn't expect it to be this if this was him.
The facts and
This
the truth
is
are
the
not
truth?
the same.
Yes. I've got some work to do. And nothing for case files, so goodbye. May your journey be endless, and may you reach the moon. Witness to the end. Man, it's not looking for good for him, or Carmelina, or the Grand Marshal. Alright, so I need to get the Sammy boy, and he's over that way. I have a couple of ways I could actually get there. Let's see if this ladder will take me anywhere close. If not, I know precisely where I need to go. Oh! A green crest. Alright, so yes, this is, where I would like to go. Because I need to get to Sammy's spot, which is over this way, by this bridge. Let's see here, how do I get to the bridge from here? Because Sammy's is up there. I think. Yep, so we go up here and take a right, I think. Yep. So let's see if I can get any more information out of Sammy. I'll hang out with him first. Then see if I can get more information out of him. Alright, so hello Sammy.
Sam Daybreak.
Fancy a drink?
Sure. What's your recommendation this time, Sam? How are you doing, LD? Dancing through the investigation.
My unique
Good. How about
blood.
some Tuski Mono and a whiskey Mizuwari? Perfect. Serving whiskey is in a Mizuwari style is good for with food. Mixing chilled whiskey and chilled mineral water lengthens the flavor but maintains mouthfeel. You can really taste the toffee flavor in this one, can't you? This taste reminds me of something.
My unique
Remember
blood.
Dead Nebula's Fine Aged Soul? A deep and complex yet delicate whiskey? One of Dead Nebula's most popular whiskeys. You enjoyed it just before your exile. You had one last night in my bar before your exile. We drank this together with Lydia, didn't
I'm
we?
glad to be back.
You have a good memory. It is my job to remember everything about a guest in my bar. I'm not just here to serve drinks. It is imperative that I select the right drink and make sure you leave happier than when you arrived. Where did you learn? Unfortunately, I did not have a bar master to learn from. I had some other skills to fall back on, though, didn't I? Assassination. Assassination is not just placing a knife between ribs. You must know your target. Remember everything about them. Assess the atmosphere and mood of the target to find the perfect moment and method. The kill is a performance, an economy of motion, a ceremony of precision, tools arrayed and used intimately. You see that when I make a drink, don't you? I'd love to stay, but this mass murder won't solve itself. Please come back, won't you? Looking forward to it. Ding! Lydia told me about you guys wanting to leave the syndicate. She told you that. Can't break the bond of friendships, can you? Anything you want to tell me? We're old friends, Sammy.
I am under suspicion.
Can you tell we're ready to move on? There's more world out there, isn't there? More to see and more to
Oh,
learn.
I'm glad to
You
be
mean
back.
more whiskey ingredients? You're right,
That's
LD.
it.
How come you lied to me earlier?
What?
It paints us in a bad light. We're not council killers. We just want to explore the world. You understand, right? This doesn't look good, Sam. No, it doesn't. Did you experience a comms blackout last night from the reality folding drive burst? Lydia couldn't contact Yuri for a while. Was that because of a blackout? That's what I'm trying to find out. Any idea why Lydia's knife was outside the penthouse?
What?
No idea, LD. You sure it's hers?
I have a bad feeling
It has
about this.
an engraving from you. Well, that is her knife. No idea why you found it there, though. Have you asked her about it? I did. What were you doing in Doomjazz's clinic, Sam?
Don't exultate.
What do you mean, investigator? Doomjazz told me he'd seen you sneaking around his clinic.
Ridiculous.
We must all be deliberate with words, mustn't we?
Fancy at the ring?
The wrong word choice can darken truth and cast a false light on conspiracy, can't it? I have a prescription I need to get from the doctor.
Sure.
Prescription?
Bionic
After Lydia
blades.
killed me on the battlefield and my body refused to die, I lived on in this form. I think it suits me, don't you? Unfortunately, it has become quite debilitating. A few sequences ago, I began to require regular blood infusion. Where do you get the blood? It's all ethically sourced from Doomjazz and approved by the Council. Every citizen lets blood as part of their worship, and some of that comes my way. Helping the Syndicate is helping the gods, right? Please check with Doomjazz. He'll collaborate my story. So if you and Lydia want to get out of the Syndicate, what's the plan for sourcing blood? There are a lot of blood banks out there, LD. I'm not going to start killing them,
Got
am I?
it.
You didn't happen to break into a secure container and take a vial of Council blood, did you? That's not something I would do, is it? Why would I need to do that? It would be if you were trying to breach the Holy Seals. Are you accusing me, LD? We'll see.
The facts and the truth.
Know anything about an
Not the
unauthorized
same.
distillery in the Dead
Don't
Zone?
think so.
Ah, the Dead Zone has an aurora. The structure of the island is corrupted there. It gives whiskey a unique taste. Surely the whiskey is tainted as well. It's quad filtered. The flavor is there, but the taint is removed. It's clean. You should try some. I know it's illegal, but how many times do you get to have whiskey blended in demonic hot zone? I needed to know. You understand, right? I found a chiller containing a blood vial at your little distillery. What? What chiller? Don't test
The
me.
investigator is
Why
here.
is the label scratched off? That's not my business, is it? That vial came from Doomjazz, didn't it? The doctor? It's for my prescription. The blood vial in your chiller has the letter K on the label where first name would
Is
be.
this a fact?
Kafka Memory's blood
Or
sample is
a
missing from
trick?
Doomjazz's clinic, and you were seen snooping in there.
Ridiculous.
Is there an accusation anywhere in there, LD? Do you know what the Holy Seals are? They are a secret, aren't they? How would I know?
Sure.
One is a blood lock. Several days ago, that blood lock was opened by Kafka Memory. I'm sure a council member had business in the council building, didn't they? Montserrat decided the council should only ever enter the penthouse as a group.
Crime is
I think you used
repulsive.
that blood sample to gain access to the
Is
penthouse.
that true, Al?
Why would I do that? Are you denying it? Of course I am. I didn't know what the third seal was until just now, did I? Ha ha! I didn't say it was the third seal. I never said it was the third seal. You did, didn't you? No, I was careful not to. Thanks, Sammy. Did you see the architect last night? Have you asked the architect, LD? That'd be my first stop, wouldn't it? Know anything about demons on the island? There shouldn't be any demons on the island, should there? There should not. May you always live in the shadow, and may you reach the moon. So yeah, he slipped up there. He probably went through that third holy seal. All right, so I've maxed out on many. I could go back to the Desolation Cell. But I need a place that I've enabled fast travel, or I can just unlock it here.
Fast travel unlocked.
Thank you.
Starlight skin
Escape to the
obtained.
city, Starlight Skin obtained. Thank you. I should have the Desolation Cell as a place, right? I do. Alright, there we go. No worries, LD. Let's go. Alright, so let's go ahead and talk to Henry Division here. If you hang out with him enough, he'll tell you to combo. So let's see if he'll go ahead and do that here. Let's talk, Henry. Is there any joy to be had on the islands? Oh yeah, too much
I
really.
must be the
What
bad
the
guy,
F do you
right?
think? I'm just trying to get a handle on the island that birthed a crime to end all crimes. We do our work and pray. Sometimes people go to that bar. Sometimes we go to the beach. Did you know that there's boat rides? Effing boat rides. Have you been on one? Yeah, a long time ago. My mom took me. We didn't get the best seats. I was a problem kid and she was a single mother. Were you always shunned? She made some friends eventually. There was a mahjong club in one of the apartments. She got in with them. What about you? I found kids to hang out with, not friends though. I just do stuff to make them laugh, smash windows, set fire to people, whatever. That's when I started being arrested a lot. Hang on, what the F am I doing open up like this? Whatever. You want to hear something effing good? I got something. Do you have something you want to tell the investigator? I like you, investigator. I think you're onto something. The code to the safe in my apartment is SO394BF9845337BS9. Awesome. Thank you for that. I thought you had a bad memory. Some things just get engraved on it. Trust me, I wish they didn't. People should have minds full of things. If you only have a couple of things rattling around in there, it's torture. The same thing keeps bouncing off the edges of my consciousness, and it's like a gunshot each time.
Key item obtained.
Alright, so we got that. Wonder if we have any... We just have alibis. Well, let's just go through them. Did you see the architect last night? Who? Did you see Crimson last night? Who the F is that? Did you see the doctor last night? How should I know? Did you see Lydia and Sam last night? Who the F are they? Did you see Witness to the End last night? Oh, I do know about that. Loads, I know so much. My mind is bursting with knowledge about whatever you're talking about. F off. Know anything about demons on the island? Besides me? No. Well, thank you for being helpful. Giving me the safe code.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14.
Okay, Grand Marshal. Got a minute?
Kill you!
You're going to die. Humor me.
Oh,
Why did you become a soldier? What is this? What are you doing? Trying to get to know you. Listen, Naruto, I'm waiting to execute this person, not have a therapy session. Oh, inflate her ego. Let's try it.
the
Kiko, you're the greatest
investigator
soldier
is here.
Syndicate has known. What is this? Respect? You repelled the 19th sequence invasion. I just want to know about your military background. Surely that's not too much to ask. Foreign language. My parents died in the wars when I was 9. I was orphaned into the army of New Knight. I became a child soldier, mastering guerrilla warfare. At 13, I led an insurgency through my home country to push your lover, Damned Harmony, out of my country. He's not my love. You were deceived by him and nearly allowed him to destroy the Syndicate. Now here I am talking to you and wishing I was dead. Do you like killing? I'm not a murderer. I'm a soldier. I didn't say murderer. Killing and murder are different. That's the first intelligent thing out of your mouth, Naruto. A soldier has a job to do. We disconnect from life and become blades. We fight to give the world meaning. The world needs conflict. What am I doing talking to you like this? Careful, Akiko, you almost opened up. Goodbye, Naruto.
Nenorochito.
Uh-huh.
Sure.
Is there something else, Akiko? No, it's nothing. I need your help, Akiko. No one has anything on Lydia and Sam. Surely the head of the military keeps an eye on people. Fine, Naruto. I'm not one for gossiping. This is a time of crisis, so I'll tell you what I
The
know.
investigator.
The God Justice Marshals. Keep up. My marshals have told me they've seen Lydia and Sam meeting in secret at the farm.
What the hell?
Why the farm? That is your job, investigator. What about you wanting to expand the roles of the marshals? Where have you pulled that from?
Crime cannot
You want
hide.
exorcism be a martial role? It makes sense. We hunt them. Might as well do the next
I
step.
don't
Sounds
like
to me you're
this.
making a land grab to boost the importance of the marshals. Believe what you want, Nerosito. Did you know about a back door in Doomjazz's
You
clinic?
need to back off.
That Pula, he brought the power grid down a few years ago. When it came back online, that computer blew out. He was ordered to get the door fixed, but he never did. How did he bring down the power? The reality folding drive kicks out an unfathomable amount of power, but the grid is fragile. Fine balance is maintained. The doctor tapped into the headquarters grid for some tests he was doing that needed extra juice. There are official channels to go through to get extra power, but he doesn't care. When he gets excited about something, a syndicate moves too slowly for him. When he fired up his equipment, the HQ's grid went down. When it came back up, a number of systems blew out. It caused chaos. Why wasn't he forced to get the computer fixed? He has a lot of visitors and likes the secrecy. That Pula wasn't in any rush. He smooth-talked his way out of it. Did you see the doctor last night? I told you, he came to examine Henry after we found him.
Got it.
Found him. That was after murder. Did you see him before? No, I was busy. Okay. When you found Henry, did you see a bloody bottle lying around? What bottle? There wasn't any bottle. Why are you wasting time? You saw nothing to suggest the blood in Henry's stomach had been administered artificially. Of course not. Stop dragging this out with stupid theories. Theories are proven to an extent, so that doesn't... Sorry. Supported to an extent, so... Did you experience a comic blackout last night from the reality folding dry burst? No, I didn't, Rosito. Heat on the street is that you're trying to expand the responsibilities of the marshals. You wanted to fold exorcism in the duties of the
Crime
marshals.
is repulsive.
Sure would be helpful if a demonic threat killed our exorcist. I should kill you for that accusation. Did you see the architect last night? You should ask her. I'm not her babysitter. Did you see Crimson last night? I don't know if you realize this, but I had my hands full last night. I don't know where Crimson was. Go ask her. Did you see Lydia and Sam last night? I had my hands full last night. I wasn't keeping tabs on the happy couple that are not so happy. Did you see Witness Dan last night? He was at his apartment. My marshal secured him when Henry escaped. Go and ask him about it. May your night be bright, and may you reach the moon. So, we're breaking down her defenses. So we can still max out her when it comes to hanging out. Save here. And this is going to be the end of this episode. So in the next episode, I'm going to try and max out the hangout with Sammy and see if that will get me more information. And then I'm going to max out the Grand Marshal, see if that gets me more information. And to be honest with you, there are not many more leads to really investigate. Let's take a look, actually. So we'll get that from the safe, maybe go to Yuri Knight, and then Doom Jazz. Maybe we can stop by Witness. But there's not a whole lot more investigation to do. So we'll finish up. We'll try and wrap those things up, and then we'll go to Judge and say we're ready for the trial. So until the next episode, everyone take care of yourselves, and I'll talk to you soon. Goodbye for now. Here, just a friendly reminder that this content is partially sponsored by a Trio. Logo's up there. A Trio is an organization that allows content creators to find sponsorship opportunities on their website. So if you do end up going on their website and you do decide to register, please put in the code KDUB4, which is KAYBU4, and that referral will put $5 toward my channel. I appreciate your support on that. In addition, did you like the content? Go ahead and hit the like button. And if you want to get notifications for future uploads, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you. Take care of yourselves, and I'll talk to you soon. Goodbye, everyone, for now.